is still buzzing about Notre Dame's decision to retain head football coach Charlie Weis for another season. Allison Hayes talked to the man who made that decision tonight. Allie, it didn't take new athletic director Jack Swarbrick long to make his mark on the program.
It definitely did not. It's a huge decision for the AD to make in his first 5 months on the job, a decision that may not exactly be popular with everyone at this point. Now, Swarbrick met face-to-face with Charlie Weis in California to talk about the future of the Notre Dame football program. He returns to South Bend this evening, and tonight I asked him some very direct questions about why he is keeping Charlie Weis for the 2009 season.
We were open to whatever change the process took us to. Whatever things we identified that we thought were important to change, we were going to take a look at. But the issue for me was much less about Coach Weis than it was about whether he and I had a shared view of the things we might change to make the program better. The process was difficult for me only because it occurred in the context of a disappointing season.
Looking at having Charlie Weis back, do you feel that he does have the ability to lead Notre Dame back to a national championship?
I do. If I did, we wouldn't have had this result.
Now, of course, coming up later in sports, I will have my complete interview with Swarbrick. I asked him some things like if Weis' buyout had anything to do with his decision, about any assistant coaching changes that might be made, and how about the answers to fans who are not happy with Weis coming back for another year.
Good question. Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks, Allie. Well, Weis' job status has been a hot topic for weeks. Fox 28's Kelly Jo Martin was in South Bend today to see how Notre Dame fans feel about Weis keeping his job.
It was terrible. We didn't expect that at all.
After a disappointing 6-6 season, many Irish fans have their doubts about bringing Charlie Weis back.
A lack of fundamentals, basic fundamentals, that many of us see, that just make us an embarrassment, almost an embarrassment to college football these days.
Though many fans are upset, some think Notre Dame's decision was the right one.
I like it. It adds stability to the program. We need another year of him. There's no one else out there to hire at this point.
They're hoping putting an end to the rumors will help Weis recruit new talent.
Obviously, if a kid doesn't know who his head coach is going to be, it's going to give him second thoughts about coming to his school. But since it assures the students that at least for one more year they're going to have Charlie as their head coach, it'll help.
Now that it's official, Weis will remain the head coach here at Notre Dame. Fans say they'll stick behind him, but there needs to be a lot of improvements before hitting the field next year.
I'm having a lot more depth, and when people aren't playing well, getting them out.
We have to beat a USC, a BC. We have to start off with a pretty decent Nevada team next year. So we have to win some of those games we haven't been able to win.
He does need to do a lot more. Maybe need to hire different staff. But I think they're a young team, and they've got a few good years ahead of them.
Most people think 2009 will be Weis' last chance.
I believe he has to win 9 games next year. I think anything other than 9 games, and I think that they would have another coach ready to go in 2010.
Weis has 9 months to get his team ready to go for the next season. Kelly Jo Martin, Fox 28 News.
Weis might have a quick chance to prove his worth in a bowl game later this month. Notre Dame has not won a bowl game in 16 years. More snow for Michiana tonight.